This fall 2020 is looking quite promising for anime, with so many new titles and sequels coming out. Wait, did I just say fall? Scratch that. Let's rewind this back. This spring 2020 is looking quite promising for anime, with a bunch of sequel series premiering their second or third season, new manga being adapted into shows, and studios putting out some anime original content, which I am quite excited about. Before I continue, I would like to pour out one for a fallen ally. Moment of silence, please. Alright, now that that is over, let's move on to the purpose of this video. I wanted to challenge myself to see if I can consistently upload for a long period of time, because as you can see from the look of all the videos that I have uploaded thus far, even though I have only been uploading for about like 3 or so months, I've been very inconsistent. I tried to be consistent, but you know, it's kind of hard. So I came up with an idea. You know how everyone on AnyTube always does this "what will I be watching" series right before every anime season comes out? Well, this video is going to be sort of a spin-off of that, but basically the same thing. I want to do reviews on all the anime that are coming out in the spring. I will not, but also will be turning this channel into, you know, a sort of review type channel, but just for the season of anime and maybe next season. However, this does not mean I'm going to try to review every single show this season, and I'm just only going to be reviewing certain shows that I find interesting, and I already came up with a list for that. If it turns out that I don't like any of these shows as the series goes on, you won't know until I finish. Even if I don't like the show, I will stick through the review all the way to the end and completely finish the 12 or 24 episode series, however long these shows may go. I will fully finish them. Before I get into what I will be reviewing, I just want to say my channel will not be turning into some sort of review channel. I want to repeat that. At least I don't plan on it being, though. This is just a way for me, just know, as I said, to consistently upload. I will still be putting out, well, I don't even know what type of videos I make. An analysis, like, I guess? Chapter reviews? Basically, whatever I'm doing right now, it will still come out. Just, it will come out alongside these anime reviews. So pretty much, I'm going to be uploading every single day for, like, I think it's like 3 months these seasons last. But I'm just rambling on. This is all taking too long. Let's get right into what I will be reviewing for this upcoming spring anime season in 2020. The first anime up is Origaru, or My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu Season 3. What a lot of you don't know is I had the series planned out for a while in terms of this giant mass review. And so before the spring season will come, I've been catching up to a lot of anime. Within the last 3 to 4 weeks, I've watched a lot of anime, all the way up to their current seasons. I don't know how many. It's like I've watched hundreds of hours. It's been a long road though. But one of those shows that I have been watching and catching up on is Snafu. Now I like Snafu. At first, it wasn't clicking for me, but I stuck through it and made it to the second season, which I actually really enjoyed and really liked. And I really liked that a lot more than the first season. I'm looking forward to seeing how Hachiman obviously picks Yukino. That's obviously going to be the choice, even though I am a Yui fan, but it won't hurt me too bad, because I do like Yukino. The show is airing on April 10th, which is a Friday, so expect those reviews to come out every Friday. So I'm really looking forward to Snafu. Can't wait to see season 3, but we gotta move on. Up next is Kaguya-sama Love is War Season 2. This is another one of the shows that I caught up to over these last few weeks. And at first, I didn't like Kaguya-sama. Well, let me not say didn't like. Back then when it first came out, back during the spring, or I think it was winter season of 2019, I didn't necessarily like Kaguya-sama just because of the description they gave off of the series before it aired. It made it seem like it was some type of Death Note type romance, and I love that because I'm a connoisseur of the romance genre. Now, I do like me some rom-com, but that comedy threw me off at first. I wasn't expecting it, so it kind of put me off for a while on Kaguya-sama, because I originally watched 3 episodes, but then I had dropped it because I wasn't necessarily too into the comedy. But a year later, I came back, and when I came back, I thought it was an episodic show, and I'm not a fan of episodic anime. So when something's episodic, I usually just drop it and just move on from it. Then that's not necessarily to say it's bad. It's just that I'm not interested in a story that doesn't really have a plot that constantly moves forward throughout each episode. But after some confirmation, because I talked to some people, And they said Kaguya-sama is not episodic, so I was like, okay, I stuck through it, and I'm glad I stuck through it because I actually ended up enjoying the show a lot more when I really like sat down and took in the essence of it and just really got into the Kaguya-sama mood. So it's safe to say that I'm really looking for season 2. Super hyped for that. It's coming out on April 11th. Catch a review every Saturday. I will be here. Okay, I've been waiting to talk about this. And that is Sword Art Online Season 3 War of the Underworld Part 2. At the moment I'm writing this script, I have yet to watch War of the Underworld, but I have recently just finished the first part of Alicization. As a big SAO fan, let me say this. People were hyping up this season as the best season of SAO, and let me tell you, they're wrong. Or, I don't want to say they're wrong, but don't get me wrong, because I do think the season was great. I think the season was really good. The first 15 episodes or so, or maybe 12 to 13, I thought were absolutely fantastic. I thought they were amazing. I was thinking like, yo, this is like prime SAO. This is Ironclad SAO. Like I was actually no, it was getting better than Ironclad SAO, honestly, because the gore was selling me. But it wasn't until the latter half of the series where it kind of just tapered down in quality because Kirito started making decisions that were just completely stupid. And I'm not gonna say they were against his character because you can argue they were, and I will agree, but that still doesn't make the decision that he made any less dumb or unnecessary or stupid. And then I'm not necessarily that big of a fan of Alice's character. I know people like her, but I just don't. I don't know how to explain. I do not explain, but I don't want to go into depth right now over my critiques about Alice or my nitpicks or personal preferences for her character. But I just was not feeling Alice. But Yu-Gi-Oh though, Yu-Gi-Oh, that's my boy. This season for him has been completely fire. He hasn't. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure he has messed up one time where I was like, all right, Yu-Gi-Oh, he kind of, But overall, he has been great this entire season. He's honestly been better than Kirito. It's just cause Kirito, he dipped down and he's kind of like he's slowly rising up, but he's still low. So I put Yu-Gi-Oh above him because Yu-Gi-Oh's been just great this season. So I've been loving his character. But I do think this season was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to watching Underworld Part 1, and I know I'm going to like that, especially because the goddess herself is back. Ooh, you can't tell. Oh, I can't tell you how hyped I am for the Asuna return. And so when I watch that, I know I'm going to get even more hype for the upcoming second part. And I have a lot of time to watch it since SEO won't be airing until April 22nd. And so I have a lot of time to catch up. But I probably won't catch up like after I'm get done doing this. Well, not actually, because it's like 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning. But doesn't matter. On to the next one. Next up is Food Wars Season 5. Food Wars, not gonna lie, was a pretty big letdown. I don't say pretty big letdown, but it did let me down. And it was definitely the biggest letdown in terms of the anime binge that was on. Now, I'm not like everyone else who just thought the season was absolutely terrible. I thought the previous season was okay, or technically the current season. You get what I'm trying to say. Season 4, I thought was alright. The animation was poor. Actually, the animation didn't exist. JC Staff apparently didn't feel like animating the entire season because it was full of nothing but still frames, which isn't that big of a problem for me at least. I think JC Staff did an okay job at presenting the still frames as motion, but at the end of the day, it was still lackluster. In terms of the content, I still believe the content was okay. I felt the pacing of the story was extremely sped up, and so I felt we were skipping over just a lot of things. I can't necessarily tell you exactly what. I would have to actually like go back and look within the story and see why I felt was sort of sped up. But for me, this season, just no, it lost a bit of the Food Wars essence that I used to have back watching season 1, season 2, and season 3. But I still do love Food Wars. I can't wait for the 5th season. I'll be here reviewing it. The last sequel we have, at least in terms of the big ones, is Fruit Baskets Season 2. As a newly found Fruit Baskets fan, I can't tell you how hyped I am for this season. While I was watching Fruit Basket and I got to episode 17 with Utani, I wanted to cry. You all do not understand how emotional that episode made me feel. I really felt that episode. And I just love all the characters that we have in the show. I think the show is just amazing. I think the overall like mystery of the Soma family is amazing. I don't think there's not one character in there that I actually dislike. Actually, I'm not gonna say the one character I dislike. I know it's gonna be very controversial, but Toru, yeah, I'm not gonna say the one character, even though I don't dislike her. It just sometimes it's just a bit much. But I really am looking forward to the next season of Fruit Baskets. I cannot wait. April 7th, I will be here. April 7th, I am glued to my screen. So for the next series we have, I think is the most anticipated anime this season. I don't think anything comes close, except for if ReZero was probably in this one. But Tower of God. Now, I only just dipped my foot into the webtoon and slash manhwa scene, so I don't really know too much about the content that is involved in these sort of comics. I have only read 10 chapters of Unordinary and 50 or so chapters of Solo Leveling. Both I thought were okay, but when it comes to Tower of God, I heard so much praise from this series, it's unbelievable. People often call it the One Piece of webtoons, and as a One Piece fan, I'm hyped for it. And I have a lot of friends who tell me that the series is really good, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going into this fully blind. I don't know anything about the series, besides the one big major spoiler that happens, I would assume, at the end of the season, and it's that the whole Rachel thing. And all I gotta say about that is Rachel did nothing wrong, even though I had no idea what she really did. Or I know what she did, but it's out of context. But we stand Rachel. As for the rest, we have Glyphner, which I have read 3 chapters of the manga so that I can just test out and see whether or not I will actually like the series or not. And I do, so therefore I will be reviewing it. And I'm looking forward to seeing how the anime continues from where I left off in the story. I'm looking forward to Glypher or Glypher. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait till it come out. However, there's also another show I want to talk about, and that is from Studio Trigger, the new anime original BNA. I know that currently the BNA has its first 3 episodes out already. That news came out of nowhere. Supposedly the official episodes are still going to come out every week, originally as planned. I am probably not going to wait till the episodes come out. Actually, no, not probably. I know I'm not going to wait till the episodes come out. So I'm going to review them as soon as I get the chance before April 1st. But they should be coming out like sometime April 1st or somewhere along those lines of early April before the first episode actually airs officially, or probably when the first episode actually airs. But they'll definitely be coming out. Next 2 are Slice of Life manga. I am hyped for them, more so for Yesterday wo Utata. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll just assume that. But I am more hyped for that than Kakishi Goto. But I'm looking forward to both. Seeing Yesterday for me coming out on April 5th, while Kakushi Goto coming out on April 2nd. So those videos will be up on those dates early. I'm just really looking forward to them. Love me a good Slice of Life series. I don't know anything about them, so I don't really have much to say. On to the next batch of anime I want to touch upon. We have, I don't even know how to pronounce this, but let's try. Ipara Ranman. Let's just go with that. We got Ipara Ranman, Fugo Keiji, Balance Unlimited, Arte, and Listener. In terms of Ipara Ranman and Listener, I'm curious upon these as they are, anime original. No source material, no hype behind them. We just have to see how it goes. Yeah, one is a music anime, so I'm kind of iffy about it, but we'll just have to see how it goes. As for Fugo Keiji, I'm happy that we're getting a mystery title because I love a good mystery story. And we don't have any mystery stories coming out in this spring, so I can't wait to see what they bring to the table. The second to last show I want to talk about, though, is Tamoyomi. As a big sports anime fan, as I am, I'm really looking forward to this series because not only is it a sports series, unfortunately it's baseball, but that's neither here nor there right now, but it is an all-girl main cast. At least that's what it looks like. For this show to have an all-girl main cast, I'm extremely hyped for it because for me, sometimes I get tired of just seeing these adult-sized teenage men running back and forth. Because of this, whenever I watch something or read something, I'm really happy when they actually have a female main character because it's just something you don't see too often. So I'm going to really keep my eye out for this greatness, or hopefully its potential greatness. It's coming out April 1st, and I will be here to witness all of its glory. The last show to talk about, of course, Kingdom. Oh, Sorry, not Kingdom, Wingdom. I know this season of Kingdom is supposed to cover the Coalition War arc, and as a newly bound Kingdom fan, I'm hyped, but I'm not even there yet. I'm currently on chapter 60 of Kingdom, and I really do enjoy it. I will catch up to the season, or actually, I plan on surpassing its season and going like beyond into like the 500s, maybe even trying to catch up. But we'll have to see how that goes. But I know I would definitely be caught up, or at least past the anime by the time it actually airs. I also know that people have problems with the CG of Kingdom, but I don't really know how bad it is because I never really watched Kingdom. I've seen a few things here and there, but never really have I sat down and actually watched full episodes or a full season of the anime. I have, after reading the manga, I went back and looked up some certain scenes or certain fights, and I was like, the CG was, it wasn't the best. It wasn't. It was bad. It was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. But apparently, Kingdom is getting a new studio, so hopefully they'll do a good job with the CG. I want them to make it somewhat like Dorohedoro, because they have really amazing CG. And if you haven't checked out that anime, it is really good. The plot, I can't tell you because I have no idea what happens. But it's a really good anime, really good CG. Check it out. But I'm really looking forward to Kingdom. I really do enjoy the manga. I will be caught up by the time the anime comes out. So I'm just really hyped for a lot of things. I think this is the time when the video comes to a close. I have spoke upon everything that I need to speak upon. I will be reviewing however many anime that I just said because I had no idea because I didn't count any of this. And I will not be reviewing however many anime I didn't say I was going to review because I didn't count any of that. But I hope you all enjoyed this. Hope you all are psyched for the reviews upon these 40 anime that I'm going to be watching. I will try to stay consistent. No, I won't try. I will stay consistent. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Goodbye.